ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، ونشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد صلى الله وسلم عليه وزاده فضلا وشرفا لديه. ربنا يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين يا فتاح يا عليم. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. اللهم أخرجنا من ظلمات الوهم وأكرمنا بنور الفهم وافتح علينا بمعرفة العلم وزين أخلاقنا بالحلم. آمين يا مولانا يا رب العالمين. So that long introduction was because you were late and you were coming in slowly. Hey? May Allah accept from us, inshallah. What time is break? Was it quarter past or half past? But then what happened? Everybody had to come through there. So that what made everybody late. Okay? No problem. No problem. This class stopped in a very different place, right? We never reached the bottom of the page yet, no? No, right? وهي تفور. Okay. Can we? Can we go? Right from the beginning till there quickly and then we continue. We did quite a bit of rules today with the other classes, alhamdulillah. So let's hope we can get there. Maybe 15 minutes extra, we'll see what happens. No. Everybody ready? Right from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, go. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير. الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور. الذي خلق 7 سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فطور ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو حسير. ولقد زينا السماء الدنيا بمصابيح وجعلناها رجوما للشياطين وأعتدنا لهم عذاب السعير. وللذين كفروا بربهم عذاب جهنم وبئس المصير. إذا ألقوا فيها سمعوا لها شهيقا وهي تفور. جميل. تكاد تميز تكاد تميز من الغيظ تكاد تميز من الغيظ تكاد تميز من الغيظ. This one isn't a vowel, it's a law, so we have to go to a full mouth over there. غيظ, not غيظ. No smiling. Alright? تكاد That's so sure. It's if somebody goes slightly out, that's what I can hear. If anybody goes slightly out, and they say soft at the back, especially the ladies that side, right in the corner, they go soft. And if anybody goes out of sync or in sync, back in the day, right? Or in sync, out of sync, and then immediately you can hear somebody's out of sync. That's why sometimes we make everybody repeat it. Remember with me? كلما ألقي Remember the qaf, right? The qaf is not like the ra. No? It's not like the ra, right? So the ra has rules. We know the rules of the ra, right? The ra with the a and the o, then there's a rule, full mouth. The ra with the e is empty mouth, flat. Flat, let's call it flat, empty mouth. The qaf with the a and the qaf with the u is qu and qa. Qa, right? When it's empty mouth, it isn't qui, it's qi. So you try to say it as empty as possible, but it will still have that type of fullness. Are you with me? So don't worry about it. So don't try to make it full. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So what happens is, we tend to say ki, mustaqim. Either mustaqim, or sometimes people overemphasize it completely. Mustaqim. You heard this before? That's maybe I'm putting my lips so it's funny, but it's a common thing. Number one, when people is reciting like this, or we recite like this, it's not in and of itself a bad thing. You get what I'm saying? So to make these mistakes isn't a bad thing, don't get me wrong. Obviously the mistake isn't good, but when we are making these mistakes, it's a sign of taqwa. You know that, right? It's a sign of taqwa in the heart. So when you're making a mistake, don't feel bad about yourself. It's nothing to feel bad about. It's actually a good thing because you are really trying to correct the recitation. Your intention is to recite the Quran correctly. Now obviously here and there we overemphasize and we say it here and a lam alif and a lam alif and we say it wrong, which is fine. But the intention, Allah will reward us inshallah for our intentions. Alright? So continue trying there and the la go out of tune also, it's fine. Bismillah, just continue. Allah will reward you for that. So these are the moments where we try to correct them inshallah. Are you with me? Just be open to wanting to better yourself in that regard. You know what I mean? For example, musta. Alright, so it's either two of the extremes, mustaqim or mustaqim. But it's you just have to say mustaqim. Mustaqim. It will have that natural fullness because it's a qaf, right? In Arabic they call it, or in tajweed they call it tafkhim nisbi. Right? We have nisbah. What's the meaning of nisbah? Not masbah, the camp. What's nisbah? Nisbah. Family? Nisbah. Nisbah is connection. Right? So you have the connection with something. Hasab, nasab. In Urdu they call it hasab, nasab. Like your genealogy. So, tafkhim nisbah, it has a connection to fullness. Are you with me? There's a connection to fullness. And you will never be able to take it away. A qaf will never be empty. Even if you try to make it empty. Even if it has a kasra. كلما ألقي فيها Oh nice, mashallah. فوج سألهم Remember, we spoke about ikhfa, right? Ikhfa. We never spoke about it in this class. I mentioned it before. Didn't I mention it? No problem. No problem. I spoke about it in the previous class. Ikhfa means the literal meanings. The literal meaning of ikhfa means? To hide. Jamil, who said that now? Uncle Jamil. So ikhfa means to hide. So in tajweed terminologies, what are we hiding? Who said that? The noon sakin. Or tanween. Very good. Right? Not the meme, tanween. Right? So if you look at fawjun. Sorry. Fawjun. Sa'alam, right? Yeah. Mahfuz handwriting. Everybody see this? Right? Fawjun. So why is tanween part of the rule? We normally have a rule, whenever you see a noon sakina, then whatever letter comes after a noon sakina will cause an effect on the noon sakina. For example, if it's a letter of the throat, and then the noon sakina will be, then the rule that will take place is idhar, to read the noon sakina clear and apparent. Right? So if a sin comes after a noon sakina, one of the letters a sin, and then ikhfa will take place. What? Ikhfa. Ikhfa means to hide. Right? So what are we hiding? Why is it regarding a noon a tanween as well? Because when you spell a tanween out, how does it look? Like that. So there's a natural noon within a tanween. Everybody with me? That's why it includes the rule noon sakina and tanween. It's like basically one rule. Right? So what happens is, let's just make an example. Right? I'm not adding a letter to the Quran. Let's just say we put a noon over there. Right? So the rule that's taking place is ikhfa. Ikhfa of what? Of the noon. So we're hiding the noon with gunna. Everybody with me? Right? So if we're hiding this noon over here, we can't recite it directly into the noon, because it must be hidden. Right? So where do we recite? We basically make it just there. That's where we recite. We don't recite directly into the sin also, because that would be idgham. Idgham means to merge. So we're not taking the noon and putting it into the sin, but we're just hiding it slightly. Everybody with me? So the sound that you want isn't fawjun sa'a. No. Or fawjun sa'a. You want fawjun sa'a. Everybody with me? There's like a balance, like the sweet spot. The gun guys, the sweet spot. No? So fawjun sa'a. Everybody with me? Makes sense? Is it clear? The explanation. Hundreds even, everybody? Must I explain it again? Must I recite it again? Okay. This was the first class. That's it. Everybody understand. And I asked, must I explain it again? They said, no, it's fine. Normally the other classes say, must I explain? Yeah, explain it again. Fawjun incorrect. Because you're not hiding any noon. Everybody with me? You're not hiding it. It's apparent. You can hear it as a noon. Fawjun sa'a. How do you say it? Fawjun sa'a. You with me? With gunna. Clear? Right? Okay, Jamil.
What do you mean with gunna?
Okay, so when we're hiding the noon sakin, right? We're hiding it here. Right? Now that nasal sound that we hear, the nasal sound, right? That is basically taking place over here. Are you with me? Right? So the nasal sound that you hear isn't ikhfa. You are making ikhfa on the noon, but the nasal sound is something else. That basically is part of the ikhfa. Are you with me? That's a gunna. That's with gunna. Are you with me? Is it clear? So what? Clear? Okay. كلما ألقي فيها فوج سألهم بسم الله. Say it. Clear? جميل. الله يرضى. بسم الله. كلما prachtig. MashaAllah. خزنتها ألم يأتكم. Some ladies, right? You must go. Remember we divided the throat into 3? Right? So what's right at the bottom of the throat? Ma'am? Hamza, ha, Jamil. Barakallahu khairan. Allah reward you, auntie. Hamza, ha. Then in the middle of the throat is Ain, Ha, and then Ghain and Kha. So if you're not going right to the makhraj of the Ya'tikum, then you might end up saying Ya. See, let's say Ya'tikum. Are you with me? So you have to go down. Ya'tikum. Ya'tikum. And not just Ya'tikum. Alright? خزنتها ألم يأتكم. بسم الله. خزنتها ألم يأتكم. Nice. نذير. كلما ألقي فيها فوج سألهم خزنتها ألم يأتكم نذير. بسم الله. قالوا بلى. Can everybody still remember Nabar? The emphasis, where we apply the emphasis? On the first letter, alright? So do you hear that? قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير. Can you hear that? So the ma'na is coming out, alright? Bismillah. قالوا بلى. Nice. قد جاءنا. قالوا بلى قد جاءنا. قالوا بلى قد جاءنا. قالوا بلى قد جاءنا. نذير. قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير. Just the ladies. قالوا. Not so long, not so long, not so long. It's just 2. Not قالوا بلى. Just قالوا بلى قد. Right? 1, 2, 3, go again. Just the ladies. Yes, mashallah. The males? Normally the males always make this mistake. It's a common mistake, which is fine. Normally they make a mistake, they confuse it with the last page of Surah Tabarak. What's on the last page? قُلْ إِنَّمَا الْعِلْمُ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ وَإِنَّمَا أَنَا نَذِيرٌ مُبِينٌ. Now if you look at this over here, it's very similar. أَنَا نَذِيرٌ مُبِينٌ or أَنَا نَذِير. So sometimes you'll find individuals reciting قَدْ جَاءَنَا نَذِير. Remember this أَنَا and أَنَا is 2 different things. Right? Doing Dawrah, so we know it's right. Even the way it's written, the reason why that is because of the an mastariyah, etc. We know an mastariyah? Everybody, the males? Right? Okay. All the males? Okay. فكذبنا وقلنا فكذبنا وقلنا ما نزل الله فكذبنا وقلنا ما نزل الله Again. One more time. Min. Can you hear the same thing here? Ikhfa. Salat. Min shay. Again. Remember the Hamza. If you say a fa with a sakina, which sound does it make? A fa sakin or fa with a sukoon. Huh? A meme with a sukoon. A sin with a sukoon. Right? A saw with a sukoon. A dad with a sukoon. You understand? So there's certain letters you can't sukoon them, sukoonicize them. Like a Hamza, sukoon it. Sukoon a Hamza. You see, you can't. It's, alright? Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? So what happens is, min shay at the end. Remember on the previous page we had tibaqa, we had amala. Can you remember how we stopped on them? Who can remember? Bismillah. 90 seconds into stage. Bismillah. Bismillah. Anybody? Who remembers how we stopped on them? There was a word that I used. Mid-A, Jamil. We stopped in mid-A, right? Tibaqa, amala. We never stopped with anything at the end. So here's an example of something at the end, right? Min shay. So we have to come, number one, to a dead stop over here, right? So we don't only come to a dead stop, what also happens? Because we can't go, for example, to a ha. A ha, you can hear the makhraj to a certain extent. For example, let's just say example, that Hamza here at the end was a ha. How do you have recited? Min shay. You'd have heard that, right? Or let's just say it was a sin. Min shays. Alright? Let's say it was a fa. Min shayf. Can you hear that? Right? Now because it's a Hamza, and you can't say the makhraj of a Hamza just like that. So what we do is, we make the sound go directly to the sound, to the makhraj of the Hamza. Everybody with me? Get what I'm saying? No? Okay. So basically, let me just write it here. Alright, so we're discussing the Hamza, right? So you can't make a sound, a Hamza sound. That's the sound of Hamza. That isn't even the sound of the Hamza, because that's on the top of my throat. It's actually supposed to be. That's the sound of Hamza. That's down. Even when you're saying ah, it's not supposed to be ah, because ah is coming from the inside of the mouth. It's supposed to come from the bottom of the throat. A'udhu billahi minash ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdu, not alhamdu. Alhamdu. I don't know if you can, everybody with me, right? That's number one. So when we're speaking about the Hamza over here, when we're reciting it, because it's not any other letter, let's like we use the example of the sin. Min shays. So you can hear the sound of the sin. So you can't hear a sound of the Hamza. So what must we do with the Hamza? We have to go to the makhraj of the Hamza. to get that sound there, right? So how do we do that? Min shay. Are you with me? So obviously when you go to that hamza, you can't have any extra sound after that. You can't have like shays or shayf or shayl, like a shay. Now when you reach there, just everything stops. Right? Bismillah.
Also, we can't stop inside A.
You basically can't stop in mid-A because it's a letter there now. You see, the alif gave you that privilege of stopping in mid-A. Are you with me? Was that clear to everybody? Right? It's a dead stop here. Emergency. But a different emergency. You must go to the makhraj. You can't also just stop. Min shay. Stopping. Min shay. That's also stopping dead. But you have to go to another space. You have to go to the makhraj of the letter also. Min shay. Can you hear the difference? Right? Jamil. In antum. The antum, another ikhfa. In antum. Bismillah. In antum. Illa. In antum illa. Not directly, right? Not an. An example. I have a weird example coming to my mind. I give it to myself. Tell the guys later. In antum illa. Oh, nice. Fi dhalalin kabir. Nice. There was just something I wanted to just clarify further up. قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير. Read that. Okay, so this over here is a common mistake where people make. What they recite is, they recite Nadir. Have you heard this before? Anybody? Right, it's a common. Why is it common? Because the ra, we discussed the rules of the ra, right? So on top of this ra, what is there? There's a dhammatain, right? So because it's a dhamma, it's supposed to be round mouth, full mouth, you will call it, okay, full mouth, right? So because it has a dhammatain, it's supposed to be full mouth. But it's only full mouth when we go through it. But with me, when we're stopping over there now, there's a temporary sukoon, and now that dhammatain doesn't have an effect on that ra anymore. Now we look at the dhal by nadir. Everybody see that? Remember we spoke about this? We spoke about it. Everybody is with me, right? Everybody with me? Okay. Yeah, so Ja'ana Nadhir. When we're stopping and when we're carrying on, Ja'ana Nadhirun. Now it's full mouth again. But with me? I told the first years, I was coughing and I said, I was at a concert the weekend. Something like that. I'm joking, I wasn't really. We will be in antum illa fi dhalalin kabir. No, not in antum. No, incline towards the ta. In antum. No. We'll get it. That's something else, but we'll get it. But for now, in antum. Alright? Go, bismillah. In antum illa fi dhalalin kabir. Why didn't we pull a gunna there? But in antum illa. Did it sound quiet, isn't it? Why don't you pull the gunna there? In because after the Noon Sakin over there. Remember we spoke about the Noon Sakin and the Tanween? After this, a rule takes place. If any letter of the throat comes, Hamza in this case over here, and then Izhar will take place. So if Hamza ha, Ain ha, Ghain kha comes after a Noon Sakin or Tanween, then the rule that's going to take place is Izhar. Everybody with me? Izhar. Izhar means Zahir. What is Zahir? Apparent clearly, right? So the Noon Sakin will be read apparently clearly. For example, and without Gunna. In antum. Can we hear as compared to the next Noon Sakin? In antum. Make sense? Right? Waar was ons? قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير فكذبنا وقلنا ما نزل الله من شيء إن أنتم إلا في ضلال كبير. بسم الله. قالوا فكذبنا وقلنا ما نزل الله من شيء إن أنتم إلا في ضلال كبير. Okay, stop now. وقالوا لو كنا نسمع أو نعقل وقالوا لو كنا نسمع أو نعقل. بسم الله. You see the qaf there also? Again, right? بسم الله. وقالوا لو كنا نسمع أو نعقل. Again. وقالوا لو كنا نسمع أو نعقل. ما شاء الله. ما كنا في أصحاب السعير. في أصحاب السعير.